I hope all is well with you guys. We are going to talk. Well, we have a lot to talk about, but in this live, I would like to recap the year 2022. I know it's only November. We should literally be doing this next month, but I'm gonna do it now. Because this has been a very, very strange year. Um, but strange can be good. So anyway, guys, I have my Bev. I have a little bite to eat. The leftover of my little boil I made. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for you guys to go ahead and join. But some of the things that I would like to touch on and talk about in this live is just kind of everything that happened this year, um, how I've dealt with it, and where do we go next? I think we're all wondering, like, what is next? So I'm gonna eat a little bit, wait on you guys. Go ahead, drop a comment, let me know you're in here, and I'll be ready to just eating. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Who started cooking already? Drop a comment and let me know what you have for Thanksgiving. And also, can you guys hear me okay? That is the other concern because I know my phone has been messing up. So, ooh, child, my right hand just started burning itching. Either I'm about to spend some money, I really don't need to be spending no more, but or I'm about to be getting some. So, um, yes. So the year 2022, you guys. Sometimes it's hard to even sit back and reflect on like earlier this year because I feel like I'm a completely different person. I don't know how many of you feel that way, but for me, I feel like an entirely different person. So, um, I feel like there were things that came up that I had been running from, you know, and they came up in the most unexpected ways this year, y'all. So we're gonna discuss that too. But hold on, let me take another bite before this get cold. Y'all, this sauce is top tier. It ain't quite like Cotton Juicy. That's like my favorite spot. But this will do. Alright. Okay, guys. So, as you all know, I'm trying to think what month it was. It was either in February. No, I think it was in like March. It was in March of last year, and um, I had wound up relapsing via gambling. I started gambling again. And hold on, let me turn this down because I want to hear myself. I don't want to just hear the music. But I wound up relapsing in gambling. And I just, man, after that, I just completely just went downhill, it seems. um, I, again, started drinking heavily this year earlier, and I was just doing the most. Like, some of the things that I was doing, and um, that earlier version of myself, and just the chaos that I was engaging in, it was just like, yo, unbelievable. And I realized that certain things that I went through this year had to happen for a reason, though I really don't know completely why. But one of the biggest turning points of this year was finally leaving Las Vegas. Um, Never thought I'd do that. In fact, I'm still like almost 4 months later. I'm just like, whoa, well, wait, no, actually, wait, I've been gone about 4 months or 5 months because I got here July 22nd. So sorry, you guys. I'm having a little moment because I'm trying to remember when I got to where I'm at. Okay, so yeah, I got here July 22nd, and today is November 23rd. So shit, I've been here 4 months. Um, but anyways, that was like the big turning point of my life, like for real. I never thought that I would leave Vegas ever. You know, that is where I, was raised. That is where everything kind of like happened. That is how I became, you know, who I am. Though I was kind of shaped, where I'm from, which is San Diego. I was kind of shaped, I guess you could say, there, but I was fully molded in Vegas. And now that I'm gone, it's like this is the time to like rebuild myself. Like this is the time to create, not really create because it's already who I am. It's just about finding myself really. And yeah, like I said, I can't believe I left. I really can't. I don't know how many of you have left your home states or hometowns or whatever the case is, but it is, man, it is so daunting. It really is. Like just on my way here, you guys, I had like butterflies all in my stomach. Like I just couldn't believe what I was doing. But I knew that it was inevitable eventually. Because when you know that you have a high calling governing over your life, it's like no matter what we do, no matter how we try to destroy ourselves, the Most High will literally, I mean, literally take away everything until we finally get the gist and we realize, oh, shoot, okay, I can't be here anymore. I can't be doing this anymore. If I keep doing this, if I stay here in this place, if I stay stuck in this thing, I'm going to destroy myself, you know? And as I recap this year, there's still some things I haven't talked about yet. Still waiting on clearance from the Most High, of course, but as of yet, I haven't, received that clearance. So, but ultimately, I was almost a goner, you guys, like on some real stuff. I don't mean physically, like death type stuff, but a goner. How can I say this? Like, I mean, I almost fumbled myself. Like I almost gave way to the enemy's tactics, you know? And if I would have, man, I wouldn't be making this video right now. I'd be somewhere out there in Vegas, lost in the sauce, chasing after something that would never ever come through because it wasn't my purpose. I was meant to be there, I believe, for the amount of time that I was there, which, I mean, my mom brought us to Vegas. I believe that was in '03. So I had been there some time. What was that, like 24 years? Final 23, 24 years. I was there for a minute. And yeah, anyway, had I never even got the inkling to leave, like just thinking about how I could still be stuck in that situation and still be dealing with the things that I was dealing with, it's like, yo, it makes you really second guess some things. But all in all, as per 2023, I see great things happening. I really and truly do. I feel like I am finally ready. Like I've been running away from so much, you guys. Like just running away. But like at this point in my life, in my evolutionary process, and on my journey thus far, like I'm ready. And even as scary as it is, I'm still like I don't care. Like I don't care what people think. I don't care what they say. They gonna talk anyways, and that's okay. But when it comes to me, when it comes to where I know that I'm going and where I'm headed, I'm ready. And I feel like everything that I had to go through this year, everything that transpired, like I really had to go through these things to learn, like, and to see, like, first off, it ain't up to me. Second off, either you're going to get right or you're going to be forced to get right. Because when it comes to God's children, when it comes to our purpose and our assignment, nothing is going to get in the way of that, not even ourselves. And that is one thing that I have truly learned this year. Like, I can't even get in the way of myself. Like, no matter how much I try, like, there ain't no running for myself. There ain't no getting away with what I know needs to be done, addressed, acknowledged, what have you. And honestly, shit, that's a superpower. Because you know how many people walking amongst us don't even have that willingness inside of them to even admit, you know? And granted, it's not about other people, but that's just an example of what we're living in as it pertains, societal stuff, But anyway, I'm just thinking, y'all. I'm talking out loud. It's kind of strange because, like, I guess I'm just allowing my thoughts as I'm thinking it. I'm just gonna say it, like, whatever. Because I know somebody out there is going to relate. But as I think about this year, I'm just like, yo, who am I? I must have had, I don't know how many dark night of the souls, so many different transformations, so much came to the surface, and I'm just like, yo, is that really me? Like, what the? You just kind of have those aha moments, and I guess that's what's happening to me. So that's why I'm on here, just kind of speaking aloud, talking aloud freely with you all. Excuse like if I have a little stain or something on my shirt. I got my or my little cardigan. I got a little hot sauce or some. What is this? I think it's like hot sauce or something on my cardigan, but whatever. I'll take it off in a second. But y'all, I mean, this shit really gonna be over. 2022 was the year I feel that the age of Aquarius really made itself known. If that makes sense. Um, like this is the age of information. There's nothing that can be hidden anymore. Um, even within ourselves. Crypto signal says, "Hey, what's up? Hey, I hope you are having a good day." But as I was saying, there's literally nothing that can be hidden anymore. Um, and it's just time to address things. It's time to allow those things that we fear the most to just come up to the surface. Like who wants to run their entire life? Like your conscience will literally eat at you when you know you have done wrong, or when you know that you have wronged someone, or vice versa, someone has wronged you and they've hurt you, but yet they want to go around and gossip and brag and hoop and holler about how you were the problem. Never once ever taken accountability for the things that they have done. Crypto says, I've been watching your videos. I'm also dealing with addiction. My prayers out to you sincerely. Um, Addiction is no joke. It really isn't. Um, I'm thankful and grateful that I've conquered thus far the beast of gambling because I feel like that was my biggest dragon. That was my biggest Goliath. To just think about how I would just go with with all of this loads of money, and I would go right to the casino like it's as if it was nothing, and I would just blow it all. Not a second thought. It's just like I really didn't give a damn. It was like in a way, as an addict, I feel like in a way it's like we want to subconsciously hurt ourselves. It's like that, of course, that negative voice inside. We want to, I don't know, prove it right or whatever. How was your childhood? Um, I spoke a little bit about my childhood on the channel. I do more writing about it than anything, but well, my childhood was it was fucked up, you know, alongside many of yours, whoever's watching. No pressure to comment because when it comes to things like this, even I have a difficulty in really talking about it and really addressing things. But I think, yeah, I think my childhood definitely contributed. I'm not solely placing the, really not even the fault or the blame, but I guess this mechanism or this manifestation of, I guess I can somehow contribute that to my childhood, like my gambling and alcoholism and stuff like that. Um, I feel like it does have a lot to do with my childhood now that I think about it. That was a great question. Thanks for asking me that. Um, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's tough when it comes to like being vulnerable about certain things because my entire life, like, I've had to be the strong one. Like I was the one everybody depended on. I come from like on my mom's side, I come from 11 brothers and sisters. And this is just a quick little piece about me because I do want to get more open with you guys and connect with you all on a deeper level as I am being guided to do. But like I come from 11 brothers and sisters, and I was the one that had like a lot of pressure put on me as a child, like to be the second mom or to be the confidant and to be this and to be that. And with everything that I had been subjected to in my childhood, like I didn't know how to maneuver through that. I didn't know how to maneuver through being abused and the ways in which I was abused. So now at the age of 27 and as being a mother myself, I really can see how, like, I can connect the dots and see, okay, well, perhaps I made this decision because of this, or perhaps I did this because of that, and maybe that has been unhealed within me for a while there, and it's something that needs to come back up so that I can deal with it, you know. So yeah, like when it comes to my childhood, it was all kinds of fucked up. And I don't necessarily like blame anyone because it is what it is. I mean, I got the baton now, so the rest of my life is solely based upon the choices that I choose to make. I can choose to be like those who failed me in my childhood, or I can choose to rise above. Crypto says it's the trauma that led to addiction. That's true. And speaking of trauma, thank you for bringing that up as well. I really appreciate your courageousness because this is a very tough thing to even discuss. I don't know if people are. keeping the seriousness in it, but this is a really serious topic. But when it comes to trauma, trauma is freaking so hard to overcome. Like it is so hard to overcome. Like, but it isn't impossible. It takes a lot of strength, resilience, accountability, acknowledgement, and ultimately facing, like just face it. Man, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's coming to my head a little bit. I was thinking about this rap I wrote when I was like 15. It was something about, I was like, I was speaking about pain. I was like, even though we hate it, something, something, we gotta fake. Like, I don't know. Oh my God, it's coming to my head, but I'll find it later. But anyways, when it comes to that pain, like I'm not saying like we gotta wear our pain or we have to be our pain and or be the things and or the people that hurt us. You know, that's not what I'm saying at all. But when it comes to trauma, it's just like, yo, that shit is like it'll really destroy people. That's why I understand well, excuse me, I understand, overstand pain on a deeper level. That's why I don't judge people. You feel me? Because I know how it feels to, you know, to be hurt, to be broken. And it's so true when they say hurt people. So I can have that sympathy, you know, because I understand firsthand what it's like, you know. That's why when it comes to like drug addicts and just addicts period, or when people choose certain paths in their life, like for me, like I've been open about it on my channel because it's nothing that I'm ashamed of. Because I know that I had to go through certain things to get to where I am, and like I keep saying, where I'm going. But you know, me, like it, you know, just being as sheltered as I was from the middle school ages to like my high school days, like my mom, like I do really thank her about that because I could have been told from the floor within my teen years, and I'm really blessed and highly, you know, favored that I don't have much teen stuff except some certain things that happened to me that I have to like heal from. Um, but like to know that I grew up super sheltered, like in my junior high school days, uh, you know, high school days, and like I wasn't like, you know, sexually active, or I wasn't like your quote unquote stereotypical fast girl. And I was, you know, I was sexually abused as a child. So I'm glad that I didn't take that and turn that into like promiscuity before I was even ready to have sex. So I am thankful about that. But like when it comes to the lifestyle that I chose in my early 20s, you know, the escorting and all that, I was a stripper and an escort, whatever. And it's just weird, like to think about all that, you know? Um, because it's like, yo, like I'm starting to kind of like connect the dots and I'm starting to understand, like, okay, this is why these things came up, or this is why you chose that. Like, I don't know. But it really does something to you. Trauma really does something to you. Especially unhealed trauma as well, guys. Like, it's nothing to play with at all. Like, it's very important for us as women, men, kids, whatever, that we heal our traumas. That's why I knew as soon as I became of age, as soon as I began learning what I had started learning early on, about generational curses and things like that, I already knew like, oh fuck no. Like when I have kids, I promise you, I don't give a fuck what it takes. Excuse my language, y'all know when I get a little upset, I start cursing, but I do need to work on that within myself. But like I was like, I swear, if someone hurts my kids, period, like you're off with your head. Like I ain't gonna be no coming back from it. And I knew that the curse generationally had to end with me. Like I knew I had to do something about it, and that was speaking out against it. Because so often in many families, but I know like I've only lived the black experience, so I can only speak on our experience in this particular subject. But I know that many families do this, but they tend to like sweep things under the rug because they want to maintain an image and they want to come off a certain way and oh ain't nothing wrong with me. Like I wish we would get out of that energy as black people. Excuse me. I wish we would stop thinking that like, oh, going to get help is all that. Oh, I'm not crazy. I'm not. Like, look how you sound. These be the same ones that's been abused, touched the wrong way, and all types of stuff, but would rather succumb to anger, and then in turn would rather inadvertently take that anger out on everyone else, and or become the same predator that touched them. Like the cycle just keep going and going and going. And it's like, when are people going to wake up, and when are people going to say, you know what, this shit ends with me. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I have to do. It's going to end with me. You know? And like, ooh, we getting deep, but like that's like what I realized. I started realizing that shit. Like this year, I had like an awakening within an awakening because when I got back into the lifestyle or whatever, I was like, what am I doing? Like I would literally just be like, why am I like doing this? Like, why am I out here? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I literally had to ask myself that on several different occasions. And of course, I received the answers, hence why I had to get the hell away. I woke up and I was like, fuck this. I have to get out of this. Like, I cannot live like this. I cannot do this, because I knew what was going to come out of it, you know? And, man, some powerful shit happened this year, but then other things happened. So there's that. And now, here, November 23rd, 2022, I'm cleaning my mess up. I'm cleaning the mess that I made up. And no, this isn't to put all the blame on myself. Like, no, I am not at fault for the shit that happened to me in my childhood, for the shit that happened to me in my teens. You know, I'm not at fault for that. But what I am going to take accountability for is the choices that I decide to make. Because I'm not going to sit here and blame this or blame that. Like, I can't do that for the rest of my life, if that makes sense. At some point, I knew, okay, I got to take accountability for this shit. You feel me? It ain't gonna feel good. I might not even come off good, but I gotta take accountability for it. So y'all getting a raw ass version of me right now, you guys. This is the side of me I be trying to low key hide, but this is who I am. You feel me? Like number one, I'm a storyteller because of everything that I've been through at such a young age. Like shit, I wasn't even 5 yet, but at the same time, it's just like, am I going to be a victor or am I going to be a fucking victim for the rest of my life? Yep, that's also true. Accepting it and letting it go. I agree. I agree, crypto signals. Oh, hey, the Bishop AR or A, I'm sorry, I didn't even see it right there. Um, but yes, it is about acceptance. Crypto says you got to let go. Yeah, I agree. And when you let go, you guys, when you let go of certain things, it's hard, but it feels so good. Like there's some things that I've recently released, people, and though it was hard, it feels good. Oh, the Don Rodriguez experience says you're getting ready to step into a newness, and this is the recap of releasing and letting it out and letting go. Thank you. I truly believe that as well. Well, believe I don't like using curse words. Now, that's a real curse word. Y'all be getting on me about my curse things supposedly. But no, let me stop because a lot of people ain't even into this metaphysical stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Again, that's what this year is about, I feel. Accepting things and you may have to come back to certain things until you're really ready to let them go. Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. One thing I gotta get together is like by overthinking. I'll tend to overthink the hell out of something. And then it'll just blow up into like a freaking snowball effect. And I'm just like, God damn, what did I just speak up? What did I just think up? because we're literally whatever we ruminate about all the time, whatever we think about all the time, we're eventually like just gonna speak it up. We're gonna like live it out. But anyways, I don't know. This year has taught me so much about myself. I used to be, man, I used to be so insecure about myself. I used to be so, and I still deal with certain insecurities, but I know that they're fixable. So I'm like, whatever. But um, like when it comes to other stuff, I'm like, man, damn, I had to go through all that to find myself. It's not funny, but certain shit, all I can do is laugh at. 'Cause I'm like, man, if only you guys knew. I've really been there. You feel me? I've really had to go through the trenches, really had to live that life. And it's nothing nice at all. And I would never wish that on my young brothers and sisters, you know. I want to see us rise above and I want to see us overcome. You feel me? Like the Most High didn't put, like, at the end of the day, people always try to excuse certain shit as, like, when it comes to, like, my old shit that I was doing, like, when it comes to prostitution. Oh, well, it's the oldest profession and whoopty whoop, and it was in the Bible and all this other shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you really think the fucking creator puts you down here to be a fucking prostitute and that's it? Oh, because I'm pretty, so men give me money, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? No. Like, you were meant to be so much fucking more. And, like, I literally had to tell myself that. I was like, you're like I have to tell myself this sometimes. And sometimes I be feeling egotistical, but I'm like, I'm an impeccable writer. But then I'll be like, oh, I'm a terrible speaker or I'm a terrible communicator. But then I have to remind myself, like, but you're an impeccable fucking writer. Like you, the way you think, like, is awesome. So why the fuck are you wasting your time doing this and that when you can be fucking creating the next big this and the next big that? You feel me? So once I got in tune with myself, I just said, fuck everybody. Like, if you ain't rocking with me, you're clearly against me. And if you're against me, that's fine. Because I've had people, especially back in Vegas, that I've let go. I never thought that I would let those people go. I never thought that I would get over those people. Like, I swear I never ever thought that. Like, I look back now and I'm like, damn, I was thirsty. But really I was really just broken. And I had fucking attachment issues, abandonment issues, you know? Um, because, you know, not only was I okay abandoned in my childhood, but I also abandoned myself at some point. I abandoned my true self to fit in and to conform with this fake ass society, this fake ass matrix, just so I can fit in and appear normal. I'm not normal. I'm not from this fucking world. I'm not of this world. And that's okay. And now that I'm comfortable with myself, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck what no one thinks of me. I don't. Do you know how fucking hard it was for me to get to this point where I'm at now? It was hard. And it still is because this isn't the complete version of me. I hope you guys know this. This is just a season. This is just a cycle. You know, and I used to be so like, man, I felt like, man, I'm just a fucking loser. I'm weak as fuck. Like, I would have all these thoughts. I couldn't believe I was thinking like that earlier this year. And to know that I'm sitting here talking to you all with this much confidence, this much sass, this much, not egotism, but like wittiness, you know, 'cause shit, I gotta keep my wits about myself. Like, I gotta laugh, you know? But at the end of the day, I'm thankful. Thank you, crypto. The Don Rodriguez says one key to overcoming everything. Focus on your breathing techniques, consciously breathe in. Focus on developing a relationship with the voice of your mind, which is a separate entity. Wow, that's deep. I often wonder why, like, that voice that sometimes I don't even like, I don't know how to put it because I think I've been watching too much Manifest. I'm like, is this a calling or something, or this got to be the enemy? Because the enemy, he, man. But all I really can say is honesty is the best policy. Like, I don't care who it offends, because I feel like coming into this next season, um, we're going to like offend a lot of people, bro, for real. Because I'm not one to hold my tongue. Like, I've never been that type of person. Like, my whole life, I had to pretend like I was somebody that I really wasn't because I didn't want people to feel insecure around me. I didn't want them to lack confidence around me or nothing like that. And that's not saying I'm not fucking Beyonce. I'm fucking Shira Love. You know? When did you first find yourself? I'll get back to this thought, y'all, but let me answer this question. So, when did I first find myself? I've always known who I was. That's the crazy part because I would always. Okay, this is where it's gonna get a little spooky. No, I'm just playing. Like, I would always envision my higher self. And it's so much similar and equates to this version of me that I'm projecting to you all, exuding to you all at this time, but just on a higher level, of course. But I will say, I think, shit, I really found myself when I was like in my teens, low key. But again, that's the part where I'm saying I had to pretend like I was just something that I wasn't to try to fit in with people and coexist with people. It was just bad. But again, I buried that side of me because I've seen that it wasn't accepted. It wasn't accepted by the people at school. It wasn't accepted by the people in my community. It just really wasn't accepted by anyone. So I had to fucking put on a fucking mask and a role and just silence myself and be a fucking complete mute for half of my life because I was too afraid to use my fucking mouth, to use my voice. That's probably why I have speech issues now because I really feel like there's so many issues that went like just fuck it, fuck her. Like we don't give a fuck what's going on with her. Like in my childhood, that if I probably got the help then, I'd probably be a lot further now. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, hold on, you guys. I need to find my lip gloss. Oh, there it is. Yeah, finding yourself though. Alongside healing, I think it too was like a lifelong thing, you know. And you guys gonna have to forgive me because sometimes I go on a tangent. I am such an oversharer at times. I'll overshare the fuck out of something. But that's how you guys know that I'm an avid writer. Like I'm always so descriptive. Like that's how I remember things. And that's another reason why I feel like I don't forget much. Like I don't care how much. Like motherfuckers say whatever they want. I don't forget nothing. I don't forget how you made me feel. I don't forget what you said to me. I don't forget anything. And that's a terrible place to be with me. I swear it is. Especially if you wrong me. I'll never forget it, but I might forgive you, but I'll never be able to fuck with you the same way again. Alright? And that's one thing that I'm learning. Especially this year, like cutting people off. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. You really did that on me? Like, damn, yo, like for real. So now I'm just in this energy of like, okay, well, you did that, but now I'll just never fuck with you again. So if I see you, I may not even say anything. And I even like that. Well, no, actually, I am low key like that. I could be a little weird in public. Not weird in a bad way, but like, I'm like, wait, who are you? Don't get too close to me, number one. Um, but that's neither here nor there, you guys. I'm just going on a tangent a little bit as I'm reflecting on certain things from this year. Because motherfuckers really be thinking their nickel slick. But we're gonna talk about that in story time coming up soon. Because y'all gonna be like, what is she talking about? But y'all gonna find out real soon with my story times. Also let me know, you guys. Are you guys interested to hear like any of my story times? Or are you guys just like, nah, like you don't want to hear your story times? Let me know. What the? They had a piece of ice stuck in there. Alrighty, you guys. So, damn, we're at 40 minutes. I forgot I was live, Loki. I see. Y'all gotta forgive me sometimes. I literally, like, I know I'm live, but I'm not paying attention to the time. But yeah, y'all, like, as I reflect on this year, I'm just like, man, I've wanted to give up so many times this year. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, I was almost at my wit's end, but I was like, fuck them. I can't. I can't let the devil win, you know? Crypto says, I think I have the same personality as you. What do you mean by that? I know I'm a little strange, a little bit. But I'm really goofy. That's the sad part. Like I hate when people mistake not you, Crypto, but this reminds me of something else. Because as you mentioned that, I thought about something else. Like some people will really take your personality the wrong way. I'm like, this is just like I have dry sense of humor or something. I don't know. But all in all, this year has been something else. Like, mm, mm, mm. I thought 2021 was rough. No, 2022 said, nah, hold my beer. I was like, damn, okay. You want your beer back? Because I don't want it. I don't want it, baby. You want your beer back. Because you can have it back. Hi, Brittany. You all, what's up? I know this was like super random. Um, but I just kind of wanted to get on here and reflect about 2022 this year, all of the stuff that came up to the surface for me, the different ways that I had to address, like, again, and really just accept certain pieces about myself. Um, and now I'm just ready to go and have a kick ass 2023. You know, I'm really ready to chase these dreams and do what I know that I'm supposed to be doing because where I was this year, child, this shit ain't it. It really ain't. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that the Most High has grace and mercy, you know? LB says the year the narc and the narc families got exposed. Absolutely. Grand Vibin, JG the on God. What is up? Hey you all. Thank you guys for joining the live. I wasn't expecting to have many of you guys because I stuck at going live, but I need to start going live on both my channels more often. Because I think I do better on lives than because when you plan something, like especially when you're planning a video, it never comes out the way you envision it. But this was so fucking candid and raw. Like I love this. I'm gonna rewatch it when I'm done. Um, but yeah, you guys, what is up? I hope everything is going well with y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. All right. But yeah, we just talking, y'all. We just talking about a whole lot of healing stuff and shit coming up to the surface, us facing our shadow side and a whole bunch of other stuff. But you know, you rise in anyway, all right, in the midst of it and in the thick of it, y'all, we shall rise, and that is a fact. Um, but it is interesting though to kind of ponder on this year, but just going into this new year, like I don't know, I just feel like some big shit's gonna happen, like period. Like I know everybody says that every New Year's, but this time I really feel it because the shit that I was supposed to face last year that I probably ignored, I was forced to face this year about myself. So next year, now that I know, baby, I'm ready. Like I'm ready. I'm ready. Like I know who I am now. You know, and I will never let a motherfucker try to fuck me around again. Period. And it really doesn't matter who it is, honestly. Like it can be anyone, family, friends, associates, acquaintances, motherfuckers that I thought was really rocking with me. Like it just doesn't matter, you know. But excuse my language, y'all. It's listen. It's a Wednesday. It's one day before Turkey Day, and I'm ready to eat. Ready to freaking gain 20 pounds. I'm just playing. I need to be losing 20 pounds, okay. But yeah, y'all. So anyway, I'm just sitting here, just chilling with y'all, I guess, and just thinking about crazy ass moments. I'm trying to think what is my craziest moment of this year. Oh God, I don't want to talk about that. Crypto. I don't trust people. Yeah, yeah, I don't really trust many people either, honestly. It's very hard to even use that word and people in the same sentence, low key, because motherfuckers will switch on you so quick, it's not even funny. But that's neither here nor there, you all. The point of the matter is, we're here, and the focus, most importantly, needs to be on ourselves, and how we can make ourselves better. Acceptance, yeah. Crypto named that earlier. Acceptance is a big part in all of this. Once you can accept and let things go, it's just like, all right, like I'm ready for the next thing now, you know. But this was a hell of a year, y'all. This was a hell of a year. And spiritually, it's crazy because when you break, like, I'm into numerology, you guys. So like when you break down my age, I'm 27, so I'm really like 9 years old in the spirit. So it's very funny to symbolically be kind of bouncing back and forth from like my 9 year old self to like this adult version of myself. Because it's crazy because even though I'm 20, like 27, almost nearing 30, I still feel very much so like not mentally like a kid, but just like physically. I don't feel like this. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I'm still that same little innocent, little, not just like, not all the way innocent, because child, oh God, let me get this thing out of here. I hate that YouTube tries to shadow ban people, but when it comes to these fucking porn sites that be putting these comments in everybody's comment section, they don't do nothing about that. So, that's just life for you. That's just the propaganda, unfortunately. But anyhow, you guys, I have really enjoyed talking to you guys. This is like a therapy session, so thank you guys. It wasn't many of you guys, but I really appreciate those of you that were here and you participated. Um, he said it's probably them. It's probably who? Who? I'm curious now. Uh, oh, okay. Child, I wouldn't doubt it at this point. I ain't doubting much of anything no more ever again in my life. So, but anyway, you guys, I really appreciate you guys for allowing this candid moment for me. Low key, I needed that. Talking is like very therapeutic for me. Even though I always like tease with you guys and low key tease myself about how terrible of a communicator I am. Because people gave me a fucking shit about how I talked my entire goddamn life, so now I got low key a complex. But hey, I fought my fear for 48 minutes. I'm on camera talking to you guys, so yay, I'm doing something right. Um, yes, you guys, it low key does give me a bit of social anxiety. Um, but it is all right. Like I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm healing. Now I know what my triggers are, and I can better manage them. You know. Um, so yeah, I am gonna go ahead and end this here. I hope you guys have just taken anything, just whatever you take from it. I hope you have taken something from this. Like just come to terms with yourself, with your mistakes, shit, flaws and all. We are who we are. And at the end of the day, it is really up to us who we choose to become and what path we choose to take. And I'm learning that every day. And I realize that I can be exactly who I want to be. So that person in my mind that I see myself as being, that higher self version, I know that she is me and I am you know? So one day, sometime next year, I'll probably look back at this and share this with you guys because this took some kick ass. freaking courage and effort on my behalf. You guys don't probably realize it yet, but one day you will when you read my book. Speaking of my book, you guys, I can't wait till you guys read it. I'm very excited about that moment to come in my life, but I know it's coming. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and until the next one, peace.